Hello everyone and welcome to Spoonie Sunday Stroll number 4. And today we're going to be talking about dating and relationships with a chronic illness. So last week we talked about mental health and how important that was just to get in the right mindset up here. And once you're in the right mindset up here, you could start to tackle dating and relationships and really improve those around you as well. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to give you 3 tips that have helped me out greatly in my dating life and everything and relationships. And by the way, I'm married with a daughter and I love it. So I feel like I've had some success. So I'm going to give you 3 tips, and then I'm also going to give you 1 pearl of wisdom that was dropped on me, oddly enough, by an ex-girlfriend. So I'm going to give you that pearl of wisdom as well. So 3 tips. Going to get right into it. But before I do, actually, I forgot one thing. If you're watching this on Instagram, please click follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, please click subscribe. It not only gets you the latest updates, but it also helps me out a little bit. So please click follow or subscribe wherever you're watching this. It's really greatly appreciated, and I thank you so much for that. So, dating a relationship with a chronic illness, not an easy thing to do. Every time you go on a date, there's anxiety. Every time you go on a date, there's questions that you not only have in your own head, but that you know you're going to face. And it's tough. It's really, really tough. It's not an easy task to take on, but I've had some success. And right off the bat, I would say only about 10% of the girls I've ever taken out have had a problem with my chronic illness. The other 90% have been absolutely fine with it. So I think you have to find the right people, and then it's not as much of an issue. And like I said, I've had maybe 10% of the girls I've gone on dates with have kind of walked away and haven't heard from again, things like that. But the other 90% have been absolutely fine with it. I've had some really incredible supportive partners and really great relationships, including the one I'm in now, obviously. So 3 tips that I have that I think is really important. 1, confidence. You have to be able to talk about your chronic illness confidently. And by the way, I do not talk about my chronic illness on the first date, unless they already know about it and things like that, but I don't talk about it on the first date. But I do talk about my chronic illness on the second date, okay? Because you got to get it out there. And if they don't like it, then you can just weed them out, put an X on them, move on. That's good. I'm in sales. We're taught that sometimes getting the no is actually a good thing because you can move on. So I don't talk about my first date, but I talk about my second date. And when I talk about it confidently. And it's important that you do that. So how do you talk about your chronic illness confidently? You got to know it inside and out. You have to be your own advocate. You have to show them that it's not the end of the world. It's not the biggest deal, that you kind of got this, right? You got to show them that it's a situation in your life, yes, and it can't be completely taken away. There's no cure, but you got it. You can handle it, and you know everything about it. And if you come off that way and you come off that confident about your chronic illness, that you own this already, and that you can commit to taking care of yourself, then it makes it a lot easier for the person sitting across the table from you, whether you're getting drinks or dinner or whatever. So talk about your chronic illness confidently. So important. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, you got to put in the effort, okay? Every girl that I've ever been with in a serious relationship has told me that the reason why they've been able to be with me is because they know that I'm going to do anything and everything possible to live the healthiest life I can live. And that makes it easier for them because they know that I'm going to put in the effort. They know that I'm going to do whatever I can do to limit the impact it might have on our lives. They know it's still going to impact us. They got to be smart. I'm not going to date someone who's not smart and doesn't realize that. But if you put in the effort and you show them that you're able to put in the effort right from the start, makes it so much easier. Do the work, put in the effort. It won't only help you feel better, but it'll make life easier for the relationship. It'll make life easier for both of you. And that's really important. So number 1, talk about your disease confidently. Number 2, do the work, put in the effort to take care of yourself, and it will show the other person that you are dating that everything's going to be okay. Number 3, it's actually the 3-question rule. So once they know about your chronic illness, I implement a 3-question rule. You can talk about your chronic illness for 3 questions, and then you're done. Then you go on with the rest of your date. You enjoy your time together. You laugh. You eat good food. Whatever you're doing. You enjoy entertainment. Whatever. Oh, remember entertainment before Rona? Oh, that was nice. But 3 questions. Now, these questions can be a completely open book because it's easiest if you're the open book. Okay? You can talk about something serious. And I've had girls who have asked me questions about intimacy. I've had girls that have asked me about surgeries. I've had girls that asked me about what it was like living at home with a visiting nurse. I've had some serious questions asked to me. I've also had some fun questions asked to me. One of the girls knew that I had an ostomy. Her question was, what happens if I drink blue Gatorade? And we all had a laugh about it. So 3 questions, get them off the table and get on with the date. I think that is super, super important. So those are the 3 tips. 1, be confident about your illness and know it inside and out. 2, put in the effort to take care of yourself. It'll show the other person that you are doing everything you can to be the healthiest version of yourself for them. And they're going to be with you through the bumps of the road because they know that you've put in the effort. And 3, the 3-question rule. You stick with those, and I have a feeling that you'll have some success in dating and relationships with a chronic illness. So, the pearl of wisdom I promised you guys, that came from an ex-girlfriend. So before my ostomy surgery, I was actually terrified, and we became friends. So we went out for a drink, and I was almost doing like market research for myself. And I asked her, would you date someone with an ostomy? And she didn't even think about it for a second. She said, why do you ask that? And I said, well, because I'm scared I'm not going to meet the right person. I'm scared that's going to keep me from meeting the right one, right? And she said, Brian, your chronic illness, wrong way. Your chronic illness is not going to keep you from meeting the right one. It's going to keep you from being with the wrong one. Since I had a little bit of a camera issue, I'll say that again. Your chronic illness is not going to keep you from meeting the right one. It's going to keep you from being with the wrong one. Boom! Mic drop moment, right? Huge. Absolutely huge. That changed my perspective on dating completely. All of a sudden, I realized it's okay to get the no. It's okay to be with not be with somebody who isn't strong enough to be with me. That's it. That was the pearl of wisdom that completely changed my life and probably got me to this point today where I am married to an amazing woman, have a dog and a daughter and a nice little home, and enjoying life. So, I will say it one more time. Your chronic illness will not keep you from meeting the right one. It'll keep you from being with the wrong one. Very, very important. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. That is Spoonie Sunday Stroll number 4, dating and relationships with a chronic illness. And 3 tips, 1 pearl of wisdom for you. Please share this with somebody that might have a chronic illness that you think it could help. Also, please click follow and subscribe. It's a big assistance to me. Plus, you get the latest updates when I upload videos like this. And it'd be greatly appreciated. So, have a great Valentine's Day. I hope this helps you a little bit. And do something good for someone else today. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.